Hey tennis fans, I'm Grace Carter. Welcome to your Tennis Now News Update. Well, there is no place quite like Paris in the spring. Beauty everywhere you look, and the French Open final was no exception, especially if you're Stan Wawrinka. Stan played lights out, and it was a thing of beauty. Stan was indeed the man on Sunday. The number 8 seed defeated world number 1 Novak Djokovic, claiming his first French Open crown and denying Djokovic the career Grand Slam. It was a remarkable run, especially when you add in the fact that Stan lost in the first round just last year, and he took the court on Sunday with a 3-17 lifetime record against Djokovic. But on final Sunday, Stan was second to none in Paris. The 30-year-old Wawrinka is the oldest man to win Roland Garros in a quarter century and the third oldest French Open champion in the Open era. What a clay court run it was. Stan took down his good friend Roger Federer in the quarterfinals, defused French favorite Jo-Wilfried on the hottest day of the tournament, by the way, in the semifinals, and then denied Novak's dream in the final. And it took some massive hitting from Stan, and that power snapped Nolay's 28-match winning streak. Stan hit 60 winners in the match, twice as many as Novak, including his signature shot, that superb and powerful one-handed backhand. Stan also made a unique style statement with his fancy plaid shorts. He did get picked on about it, but Stan didn't mind so much. In fact, he brought those winning shorts to the post-match press conference. He says he quite likes the shorts. Apparently, though, he's the only one. As for Nolay, it's the third time in 4 years he's lost in the French Open final, and that means he will not complete the Grand Slam this year. But something tells me Nolay won over a lot of fans for the class and sportsmanship he showed in the wake of what must have been a gut-wrenching loss for him. Novak gave Stan an extended embrace at the net. It was actually really good to see. He says Stan completely deserved to be the winner, admitting that he played much better tennis and was more courageous. Nolay says he gave it his best, but it just wasn't his day. The Joker sent out this congratulatory tweet to Stan after the match. Coach Boris Becker also sent best wishes to Stan. And Roger Federer, Stan's Davis Cup teammate and his French Open quarterfinal victim, summed Stan up in one word. Even sponsors praised Stan the man. Over on the ladies' side, Serena Williams tamed her nerves and Lucy Safarova to win her 20th Grand Slam title, and she says it feels amazing. The 33-year-old Serena is right behind Margaret Court and Steffi Graf as only the third player in history to reach the 20 major mark. Serena looked to set up for a sweep, building a one-set 4-1 lead, but then she got a little tight, and Lucy gained momentum, taking the second set and then going up 2-0 in the third. Serena admits she choked a bit. Simple as that. But as usual, the world number 1 calmed her nerves, found her range, and reeled off 6 straight games to win her third French Open title, which means she is now halfway to a calendar Grand Slam and will arrive at Wimbledon as the favorite. Tradition calls for the French Open champions to take the trophy to the Eiffel Tower for a photo op. So Stan visited the tower, and he brought along those adorable shorts we just all love. Serena isn't the only one leaving Paris halfway to a calendar Grand Slam. Shaking off her hard-fought loss in singles, Lucy Safarova and her good friend, American Bethany Mattek-Sands, won the French Open doubles title, becoming just the 7th women's doubles team in the Open era to start a year winning both the Australian Open and the French Open doubles crowns. And it looks like the two had a lot of fun in Paris, enjoying their quarterfinal victory over the number 1 team of Martina Hingis and Sonia Mirza. And of course, after the big win in the finals, the celebrations continued with friends and family. So what do you think the odds are of continuing their run at the doubles Grand Slam by winning Wimbledon? Pretty good, considering Lucy was a Wimbledon singles semifinalist last summer, and Bethany is a former Wimbledon doubles semifinalist. So we're going to be keeping our eye on those two. Well, not a great week for Rafa Nadal at the French, but the King of Clay just got on with business and has moved over to Stuttgart, shifting surfaces to grass for the Mercedes Cup, which, by the way, celebrates its debut as a grass court tournament after years as a clay court event. Nadal says he did not watch the French Open final on Sunday, claims he was too busy practicing. Probably would be hard to watch for him. And in case you haven't already done the math, Rafa is now the world number 10. And I have to say it's a little odd seeing Rafa ranked outside of the top 5. But in any case, Rafa says he is eager to start the grass court season. Stuttgart hosts the return of Rafa and former world number 2 Tommy Haas, who was sidelined for a year recovering from shoulder surgery. The 37-year-old Haas joined U.S. Open champion Marin Cilic in an exhibition doubles match ahead of his singles return. Looks like Tommy hasn't lost his form. He says he doesn't really know what to expect of himself, but he's going to try to enjoy the moment while at the same time being as competitive as he can be. We're going to leave you now with the portrait of a champion as a teenager. Here's Stan Wawrinka after he won the French Open boys title back in 2003. He became the first junior champion to win the French Open men's crown since Mats Wilander did it back in 1982. Here's the young Stan before he became the man. That's the news for now. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm Grace Carter. We'll see you next time here on Tennis Now.